Hello, everyone. I'm Kalen North, and today we have a returning guest. I'm imdanishtoo.
Hello.
Last time I believe we did some stuff with Rampant Green against France on the Blitz scenario, but before that we'd done Lightning versus England 6. Today we're going to try and do Lightning versus France 6, change things up a little bit, and take on another fairly difficult adversary and see what we can do with it. Any thoughts on
Yeah,
this matchup before we hop into it? We're playing on Seaboard again with Lightning.
yeah. It just seems like the best board for Lightning, really. Find it an interesting matchup because what's it called? Raging Storm is actually sometimes useful, which is a rarity. But those double explorers and the extra explorers added by the level 6,
Yeah,
sometimes you need to use it, and I find that quite interesting. And damage powers can also be really useful, which they aren't in the England matchup.
yeah.
So
That's true, because the extra health you really want to just be using Lightning's destroy effects in that one.
mm,
Whereas here, with all the explorers and with the regular health towns, it's that damage is going to be a lot more useful.
yeah. I
All
also
right.
find that sometimes you randomly just win because there's a bunch of explorers and they'll build a bunch of buildings, but before they get to do that, there's just suddenly no towns.
Yeah.
But we'll see if that happens this game.
All right. Well, let's hop into it. All right. Invaders start in the mountains, and
And
bonus explorer goes
yeah,
where?
I usually put it with the beast.
With the beast. Okay, interesting. I've
Yeah,
often
because
done bonus explorers like with buildings, but I don't know if that's a good strategy by any means. It's something I've often done.
yeah, I prioritize beast, disease, buildings.
Okay.
Beast because well, there's many event cards that do stuff to explorers with beasts, and disease same reason, but the disease will vanish eventually, and then you're left with a lot of explorers in a land you can't really handle.
That's
Then of
fair.
course lands with buildings because you'd rather have one land that's not a problem at all and one that's a big problem than two lands that are problematic.
Yeah. All right. And then are we taking our standard lightning growth, two from the top, two from the bottom?
Yeah.
All right.
And land five first, and then land three.
Land five and then land three.
Yeah, five because there's a blight in there, so we don't want blight in there anyway, and we don't want blight in lands with our presence. So it's sort of handles
It kind of means
serves two
we're
purposes.
yeah, we have two reasons to defend it now instead of just one. And
Yeah,
then no card plays turn one.
yeah, exactly.
All right.
And we're
Invaders.
not too worried about inland cities, so
Yeah.
in the beginning at least. Okay, then land two for the explorer.
All right. We got that lovely jungle now.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, yeah.
Still two presents to
Gonna be
land
lots of
three though.
buildings in there. Yeah, and play all the cards that we can afford. So Shadow Homesteads, Harbingers of Lightning, and Lightning Spoon. And hold off on Raging Storm actually. Um, and then we want to push at a hand from land six to land one, and destroy the town there and the town in land three.
And six to land one. That gives us cultural assimilation protection, I assume, as well as setting up for counterattack.
Yes, I
Like,
dislike cultural assimilation so much.
and then you said destroy towns in land one and three.
Yeah, prevent the blight in land three, and then in land one, if we don't destroy it, they'll build a city and then add a town in an
Yeah,
adjacent land.
triangle
So
trade is terrible.
yeah,
We don't want to get hit with that. Prey on the Unwary's nice. Heavy farming
yeah,
shouldn't hurt us.
good.
Coming of age, that'll be nice.
Yeah,
I would assume land one for the extra Dahan,
yeah,
because then we can just ignore it entirely and we get the counterattack. We lose a Dahan and take a
mm,
blight, but we completely clear the land without having to even worry about destroying the town.
yeah, yeah. That's a good point.
Or
Oh,
we could
or
just
we
clear
just
the land entirely.
yeah, let's do that.
That seems nice.
Oh, then we can even handle land four if we feel like it. That's didn't expect that.
All right, and then bonus explorer. I would assume in the jungle to die in the ravage, right?
Yeah, he'll have a brief time on the island.
Yes. All right, and
Let's
now set up
reclaim and
reclaim loop, and I assume starting miners.
yeah,
Uh,
I
well,
like elusive ambushes.
yeah, I was gonna say, as elusive ambushes seems like the only one here I really like. Gift of Power is okay, but the lack of fire really hurts.
Yeah,
But with elusive ambushes plus harbingers of the lightning, we can actually solve land 4 without needing to use any of our destruction
mm.
there.
Yeah, which is really nice.
Um, so I assume play those and shatter homesteads.
Yeah, yeah, and I think we want to wait with the spending our spare energy a bit. We don't really need more than these cards. So
Yeah. All right. So we'll go ahead and do that. Um, I was thinking I'd harbingers from land 3 into land 4. I don't know if that's, or if you'd prefer land 5.
yeah, no, there's a slim chance that the Han in a land with blight will remove it.
Sure.
Of course, it doesn't help us that much against France, but it's still, why not?
Yeah. So put that there, set up elusive ambushes to defend, and then do we want to take any towns out, or do we want to save that for the slow phase?
I think we want to save that because it's actually nice to have towns because they prevent an explorer.
That's
So
true.
like we could take out the town in land 8, but then if wetlands come up, then we just have to, yeah, it will return basically.
Yeah, and we already saw heavy farming, so this defense is not going to get completely
Yeah,
screwed over by a +1 damage from towns. So I think we're pretty safe there.
yeah,
All right, I'm going to go ahead and go on to the invader phase.
yeah.
All right, urbanization. In each land with at least 2 towns, replace half the towns with cities. Okay, I was
Oh,
wrong.
yeah.
Um,
Okay, yeah, that's
that's painful. Although retreat will save the Dahan, so we're just going to take a blight.
yeah, yeah. That's. Thank you, events. Isn't it a lovely thing to play with events?
Yes. So do we want these Dahan in land 5 or back in land 3?
Yeah, I think land 5. Then we're a bit more. Uh, hmm,
No?
actually, I'm wondering if land 3 is better because I don't know.
I
I'm just
kind of like to
thinking
keep
the
the pairs of
escalation.
Dahan just so that we have
Yeah,
some advantage there. So I think
yeah,
I think I'm going to go push him back into land 3.
yeah, yeah. It might be better for the slave rebellion that's coming.
That's true. How soon is that coming
Yeah,
up? That's next turn?
yeah. Was this the third event? Can we see the event?
Yeah, this is third event.
Yeah, yeah. So next event is slave rebellion. So yeah, if we have them in land 3, then pretty much regardless of where the escalation town is going to be, we can destroy it with. Uh,
We can destroy it with Slave Rebellion.
with
All right, and then invaders build in the sands. Explore in the jungles. All right, so then
yeah,
I assume add the escalation town to land 1,
yeah, yeah.
and then bonus
And the next
explorer.
explorer, yeah, land 8.
All right, so then I'm leaning
Yeah.
towards taking out the 2 towns in land 6. Do you? I guess I don't know if you have a better strategy than that.
No, I think that's good. Then we are not going to use elusive ambushes for defense, but we might use it for damage depending on what we get.
Okay.
But yeah, we are not going to be able to get Han in there. Uh, I think we need the Dahan movement elsewhere.
All right. So reclaim cards, gain a minor. Well, there's lots
Okay,
of
we
Dahan
could get
movement now
Dahan
if we want.
anywhere we want. Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
Elemental boon if we really
Damage is
wanted it.
also.
Hmm.
Yeah,
I honestly
that's a tough one
from
actually.
these 4 I kind of lean towards Call to Migrate, but I don't. But that's mostly because it's just like an upgraded Lightning's boon for us.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, and the 2 damage is just not in without elements. So yeah, I think call to migrate, and then we. figure out what to do. Of course, we do have a fear card.
We do have a fear
So
card.
I'm considering if you want to use land 2, because we can get enough Dahan in there to really, or if we just want to shove Dahan into land 4, and we
Well,
can do that next.
so crazy idea. We could try to play Raging Storm this turn and use that on land 2. And
Yeah.
then 2 Dahan is enough for a counterattack.
Oh. Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of a I don't know if that's really a good strategy here, but it's a possibility.
Yeah. No, I think I would probably prefer playing our 4 cards: Shatter Homestead, Call to Migrate, Harbingers of Lightning, and Elusive Ambushes.
And that just gets us the city destruction, and we hope for the fear card.
Yeah, so we can push the Dahan from land 3 into land 2 and defend it, and hope that the event doesn't screw us over too much.
Or even helps us potentially.
Yeah, yeah, it might do that even.
Do we want to Thundering Destruction the city? Or do we want to take out the city and land 4 so they build another city there instead of towns?
Yeah, I was thinking maybe Call to Migrate some Dahan into land 4 and wait, how many? We wanna Maybe we wanna shatter the town in land 1 and then put Dahan into land 4 so we have even more Dahan in there for the. I don't know. It's tough. Or do we want to use Slave Rebellion in land 1? Then we have enough Dahan in there that they can handle the counterattack. And then we can defend land 4, hopefully.
Yeah.
We want to avoid Cascading Blight if possible.
Yeah, definitely. So I guess what I'm thinking is if we shatter Homestead's land 1, and then we call to migrate all of our Dahan out of there, or do we want to Elusive Ambushes to snipe one of the Explorers too?
No, Elusive Ambush is in land 2. I
Oh,
think.
yes. Okay, let me just do that so I'm not thinking of other things.
Yeah.
Um,
And then I think actually just call to migrate the Dahan from land 5 into land 4.
sure, so just grab these two.
Yeah.
Do we actually, before I do
I
that,
guess
do we want to grab one of the ones from land 1? So that we have 3 Dahan in land 4 and 2 Dahan in land 1.
Yeah, that might be nice.
So I'll grab 1 there, and then push 3 in. Shatter Homesteads on land 1, you thought then? Or no, are we still going to Slave Rebellion in land 1?
Yeah, I think we're going to Slave Rebellion that one. Then maybe Shatter in land 4, and then they won't build a city there. Then we can destroy the city.
In the slow?
Yeah.
All right.
Unless we have to sell Elusive Ambushes for an event, but
We'll see.
Yeah, I think this is pretty good.
Yep.
Slave Rebellion.
Who saw it coming? All right, and putting down roots. Okay, that's not too bad. We're doing all right on we're doing pretty well on our town count at the moment. Stricken doesn't hurt us, and drive off the interlopers might actually be kind of nice.
Yeah. So we can replace an Explorer in land 4 because it will happen anyway.
Sure. And then for driving off the interlopers, I was thinking
land 1?
Push from land 1.
Yeah.
And put that in land 5, I was thinking.
Yeah.
And we have 2 fear cards. Each player removes an explorer from an inland land, so we get to push another explorer.
Yeah.
Do we want to group up in land 5? Do we want to group up in land 7?
Yeah, maybe in land. I don't know. Land 5, then. Yeah, I'm not really sure. I guess it's nice to push an explorer out of land 4 just to make it easier to defend.
Sure. We could toss that guy into land 3, or do you want to put him in land 5? Okay.
Oh, land 3 is good. Then there's no lands where we can add escalation explorers, I think.
Land
or do
4.
they then come to land? We'll see. We'll see. Okay.
Invaders do not explore into lands with at least 2 Dahan. That's nifty.
Yeah. Let's hope for coastal explorer, I guess.
Yeah. Alright, so we take out a city and an explorer.
Yeah.
Invaders build in the jungle. They get 2 towns, and we
Yeah.
get sands. All right, so that's all right. Land 2 didn't explore at least. I think the town in land 6 is what makes sense to me.
Yeah, then we don't have to worry about it. We might want to kill it, but we'll see.
All right, and then thundering destruction for land 4.
Yeah. Then that land is solved. And we have Terror level 2. Just need to destroy all the buildings.
All right. Reclaim.
Yeah. Get a 0 cost power would be nice.
There's at least a couple
Oh.
there.
Oh, there's a cheaper defend.
Yeah, drift down into slumber,
That is
portents of
actually-
disaster. Either one of those seem nice. I think drift down into slumber's better though.
Yeah, it's just a cheaper defend. We can actually use both our defend cards then, just to
Clear the jungles.
yeah.
And then I would assume
Oh.
harbingers and shatter homesteads.
Yeah, I guess. I was just wondering if it would be nicer to play Raging Storm. No, then we can't reach our innate. No, Harbingers and Shadow Homesteads is better.
All right. So then we're going to drift down into Slumberland 4, Elusive Ambushes Land 1, and Harbingers.
I think we'd want to do that slow.
Yeah,
Maybe destroy the town in land 6.
sure.
Um,
That stops a city. Well, I'm just thinking
Yeah.
right now, what's our town count at? So we've got 1 town
Yeah.
to spare at the moment. In the Ravage, they're
Yeah.
going to take out 3 towns, and in the build, they're going to try and build a city and 2 towns, and then another town here. So we're
yeah,
okay
so
on
we're
town
actually a bit
count.
low. Yeah, but a bit low, but yeah.
Well, because with the escalation, they'll get just out of towns perfectly. So we'll be sitting at 0,
Yeah.
but then we can clear 2 in the slow phase.
Yeah.
So
A bit of a gamble, but I think it'll be okay.
I mean, if we get a bad event, but we already got putting down roots.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else that's gonna screw us over.
There's one that
immediately.
adds 1 damage to invaders.
Sure, that would be
Got the
bad for
name of
land
it.
4.
But then it will also remove a blight. So
Yeah.
yeah.
All right.
We'll still destroy the towns regardless because we have 3 to hand. So yeah, I think it'll be fine.
All right. I'm gonna hit finish using powers then.
Yeah. Move a town.
That's not ideal.
No.
Um,
Guess we can move it to land 4.
to land 4.
Then we'll still. Yeah. We also get defend.
Oh
for
yeah,
Dahan.
because we're gonna get defend 3 for the Dahan. Okay.
Yeah, so fine, we'll destroy him in this land instead of in a different land. Oh, okay.
That
That's
doesn't do
useless.
much, but
Thanks.
all right. Build in the sands, explore in the wetlands, and I assume we'd rather take the town than the blight at this point.
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
Then let's get some Dahan into land 6, I think.
Dahan into land 6 from land 1.
Yeah.
All right. And then I'm thinking destroy 2 towns in land 6.
Yeah. And yeah, just reclaim and
Hope for more zeros.
yes.
Hey, Lure of the Unknown. Also fire in the sky.
And this guy is amazing.
Yeah, I think we've got to
It's
take
like
that.
top 3. Yeah.
So, how are we doing on slave rebellions? We've got 1 more turn before the next one. No, 2 more turns?
Yeah. Yeah, 2 more, I think.
Okay. So, um,
Definitely fire in the sky, and probably what's the zero cost defend.
drift down into slumber. And I'm assuming harbingers.
Yeah,
Do we want to play
yeah.
elusive ambushes as well? Or do we want shatter homesteads?
Oh, interesting. I just defaulted to Shadow Homesteads, but
Because elusive ambushes solves land
yeah,
2
yeah,
and still gives us our
but yeah.
innate,
I mean,
but saves us an energy.
yeah. And then we have another energy to. Yeah, let's do that.
Alright, so I'm going to fire in the sky, land 6,
Yeah,
strife the city. I assume we should harbingers a third Dahan into there from land 1.
yeah. Let's do that. Then kill everything.
Elusive ambushes land 2 to get the defense. Thundering
Yeah,
destruction. Oh, drift down into slumber and land 6 to get the
yeah,
extra defense. And
yeah.
then, do we need to thundering destruction in the fast? We're gonna get 2 towns back,
Thinking,
and they're gonna build a crap ton of towns. So
yeah.
let's see. So 2
Well,
towns in
build
land
three.
5 and 1 town in land 8, and we're gonna clear 2 towns. So I'm tempted to just take out one of the towns in like land 7.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's nice, just to be safe.
Yeah. All right. New species spread. Lovely.
Oh, and we can't.
I don't think we have anything we can forget for that.
That's a shame. Oh, then we might get a blight.
Yep, we got a blight.
Oh,
I think land 2 is the safest.
yeah. The picture is kind of flickering a bit, so I can't quite see it. But
Oh,
yes,
sorry.
yeah, land two.
All right. Erosion of will. That's going to be
Yeah.
interesting. All right.
We lose the energy we just saved.
That's rough.
But from land five, I think we want to destroy.
All
It's
right.
just
I think lose the sacred site in land 5, you said?
yeah, that doesn't lose us any coverage in sacred sites. I think we want to put the disease in land four because it
Yeah.
kills a Dahan, and we don't want to kill the Dahan in the other lands.
Yeah, that makes sense. And then we get the energy back, fortunately. But
Ah, that's
okay, we
that's
remove
nice.
explorer town from a land with presence. I think we'd rather remove the towns, of course, because the explorers just
Yeah,
get
remove
pushed
the town
instead.
in land five. That saves the city. That's quite nice.
Um, that's that's a dead card for us, I think. Tread carefully.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go ahead and skip that.
yeah.
And some more defense that we don't need, but that's okay.
Thank you for your cards.
All right, and then bonus town in land 3.
Yes, I think so.
We don't want to take a cascading blight right now.
No.
Um, as far as the explorer, I think I lean towards land 6 over land 2, just because sacred site in land 6 if we get a good fear card. Or did we
Yeah,
already see
and
that fear card?
coastal,
I don't remember.
and the coastal card is still in there. So,
Sure,
oh, it's not. We're
it's
reaching
not.
stage three, of course.
We're in stage 3. Yeah, it'll be all right.
So is now the slave rebellion? Of
Um,
course, now it's hard to count.
it's hard to count
But
because
yeah,
we have that.
right? Is it now or the next one?
I
It's
think
kind of
it's
important.
next turn. I don't think it's this turn.
No, okay.
We are only 3 fear away from terror level 3, so if we can destroy both cities, we win.
Yeah,
Um, I guess just taking a moment and looking at what we've got in hand, is do we want to grow this turn or do we want to reclaim loop again?
I think we want to reclaim loop because land 5, we can't kill the towns with what we have.
That's true.
And if both land 5 and 8 blight, then we lose.
That's true. All right, gain a minor again.
Yeah. Oh, freaking those struggles, but we don't have a sacred site in land 5 anymore.
No, we don't.
Damn you.
We do have sap the strength of multitudes is potentially useful there.
That is my favorite card. It's by far the best card for lightning. Maybe not this late in the game normally, but I think here it will solve all problems.
Sure.
So
sap? Or
yeah. And then play that, Fire in the Sky, Shadow Homesteads, and Harbingers. I'm not even sure about Fire in the Sky. I just like that card so much. Those are my 2 favorite cards for lightning. So.
All right. So I think, are we just going to let land 8 blight this turn?
Yeah.
Okay. And then let's see. The build in the mountains is going to be problematic. It's going to be 2 towns plus another 2 towns. Oh, plus triangle trade if we don't take care of that.
Yeah, we need to take care of that town. And then I think we need to be a bit lucky.
I guess then my question becomes: should we be playing Raging Storm instead of Shatter Homesteads?
Yeah, we probably should be, shouldn't we?
I think just to clear land 3.
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably best. Clear land 3, push Tudahan into land 5, strive a town, and defend it.
Yeah. Okay, so Raging Storm, Thundering Destruction, Fire in the Sky, Harbingers from land 2, I think.
Yeah.
And sap the Strength of Multitudes.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we got 2 fear cards too on this, so, and we're at Terror 3, so that's kind of nice.
And it's Terror 3.
Rising interest in the island.
Ooh, that's gonna be a bit of a.
Do you want to take a gamble on the fear cards? We're way too far away from just a Terror level 4 victory to.
Yeah, so it's not really gonna matter, but adding a town is a bit rough.
Yeah.
But we will be destroying 2 towns now, and they'll build 2. So maybe the safest thing is to ignore the curiosity, even though I really like just getting a. Yeah. Otherwise, we have to hope to get defend or damage per the hand, which is quite likely, but. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just how much do you want to gamble on it? I think that ignoring their curiosity seems reasonable here.
Yeah, I think so too.
Win or lose, the game's going to be over pretty fast. So.
Maybe land 7, just clump them up in there.
Land 7, sure.
So we're gonna probably deal with that in the with the slave rebellion, which I hope is coming next turn, unless they.
I think it should be still. I think New Species Spread was.
Yeah.
I think New Species Spread didn't break the slave rebellion cycle. So.
Okay.
Then for the traps and snares, adding a wilds token, I'm leaning land 6. I don't know if you have a preference.
Yeah, land 6. Slight preference for land 4 because it's nice to stack tokens in one land, but it's not good.
Yeah.
It's just fun.
Skip the next build.
Oh.
That's helpful.
Yeah.
Skip the next explore.
Okay, sure.
All right, we take out 2 towns. Take a blight. And we get a France 6 explorer, who I'm going to put in the mountains, if that's all right.
Yeah.
All right, I think this is looking pretty good here.
Yeah, we just need to get the Han in land 8 and 7, right? And a strife in one of them, and then Slave Rebellion will win us the game.
Um, yeah, that sounds right. So, I do we want to just do that with call to migrate and save our reclaim here?
And we don't get to add a strife. Of course, we can just
Oh no no
gain
no no!
enough
We
energy
we want to get
to.
the strife. We want to get the strife.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Yeah. So reclaim,
yeah.
gain a minor, scour the land. Not so useful at this point. Same with drought. I guess I like
We
right.
have a, yeah,
I guess I like rights of the land's rejection slightly more here than
yeah,
everything else.
same. It also has moon in case we somehow forgot
Yeah,
a
if we're off
building
by
that didn't
one,
come.
it'll let us pay
Yeah,
for that event. Okay, so fire in the sky, um, call to migrate, uh,
Harbingers. I think we
harbingers.
need both, right?
Yeah, I think that's right. And then, do we play rights or do we play something else?
Yeah, that's a good question. Um,
We could play elusive ambushes.
yeah, just to get defend, just in case we miscounted.
Yeah. All right. So fire in the sky, strife the city and land 7, right?
Yeah,
And then call to migrate, or harbingers all push from land 4 into land 7.
yeah,
Call to migrate, move 3 into land 8. Is that right?
yeah. Two into land 8 and one into
2 into land
land
8, 1 into land
7.
7.
Yeah, might as well.
All right. And then thundering
And
destruction, the
destroy the
city and
city
land
and land
8.
8.
Or sorry?
Yeah, just for overkill. Yeah, just to do some overkill.
Yeah. There we go. Rebellion.
Yes.
All right. So we destroy a town. I'm just going to pick land 5.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
And then we add strife to 2. So we can add a strife there and a strife there. Take small out. And we should just win the game. Lots of Dahan at the end.
Yeah. It's nice to get a boost of the hand at the end.
Helps our score certainly. Yeah, that's a fun matchup.
And they
I
all,
I don't
yeah.
know that it's always going to be my go-to, but I definitely enjoy it there. How do we end up doing? We got a 71. 10 Dahan
Yeah,
on the
sometimes
island.
you can win incredibly early, but it's depends a bit on how lucky you are. If you happen to get a good strife card early on and just
Sure.
kill everyone in the first slave rebellion. But
Yeah, yeah. I was kind of surprised that we didn't see Raging Storm play more of a role, although I think that like the one time it came up was worth it.
yeah, yeah, I usually use it once or twice uh, per game, but this game it just somehow yeah wasn't the best option, at least the way we wanted to play it.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for the game. Do you have any more comments on this matchup before we go?
No, I don't think so. Other than really keep an eye on the on the towns because you can lose on turn 2 or 3 if you're not careful.
Yeah, yeah. That's France
It's
for you.
happened to other people. Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for joining me again, and we'll call it here.